What's up, everybody? Let's talk about fasting really fast. I mean, not really fast, but we'll slow it down. And tell you what it's really for. Why do you fast? Most people think you're fasting for health, to lose weight, to do something physical. And in truth, it has nothing to do with that at all. Fasting is not about abstaining and not having, and it's that's not what it's for. Fasting is to collapse your mind back to yourself. It's to give you control over your mind. And as is always understood and understood and overstood, that your mind creates you. And if your mind is always racing, getting the next thing, obtaining that next item, whatever it might be, especially food, because so entrained and ingrained in your mind that you have to eat 3 times a day and that you should get up and immediately have breakfast, and your entire life revolves around food to such a great degree, it's inconceivable. Like you have to go to work and get the money, and okay, so some of your day is devoted to actually earning money to go get the food, and then when you go and drive to the store, there's some time that you're spending, and then you actually have to do the grocery shopping, and then you got to do the cooking. And could you imagine how many hours really every day is dedicated and devoted to food? It's quite an enormous portion of your day in reality. And what fasting does is it gives you that time back, for one, which is immense. All of that time that you'd spend shopping and cooking, it gives you that back. And it gives you this really wide open space in your mind, which is a little bizarre. Then you need to fill it up with something. And so there's many ways to fill up space while you're fasting, but it's not necessarily trading habits for something else. And it's also not just sitting there staring at the wall for 10 hours. It can be both. It can be either one. You could trade the habit of eating, and in the fasting way, you're trading it for space. You're trading it for time to do something else, time for healing. And all of those things are like the healing and the body and reproducing itself. That's a byproduct of reclaiming your mind so that you're able to use it properly. So that way you can make better decisions. You can create a future, because as you notice, you start to go, oh, I don't really need that much. I don't need anything. I have everything. That's after a very long fast. You can come to that place and that term. It's a lot of monks might call it samadhi, or some sort of high state of revelation of just you're good there, right there in that moment. And what fasting does is it gives you larger portions of your day that you can spend there. In the beginning, it's a struggle because your mind is now it's running all over the field. You've unleashed Hanuman, like truly, because Hanuman was caged up into your cycles of eating and going there and doing that and that thing. And then you all of a sudden open the gate and Hanuman's out there running around, and you're just like, whoa, the space, it's so big, there's things everywhere, what to do. And after a while, Hanuman will get tired. The monkey mind, it's running around all over creation, inside of your mind, because that's where creation occurs. He gets tired, and then he sits there still. And from there, that point right there, that's when you manifest futures. Once you can still the mind, the idea of stilling the mind is to figure out what it is that you do desire. And then placing that desire that you have into the now. Meaning that because you're aware that you have everything in that moment, then in the future you're aware that you have everything. So you can put whatever that is, whatever. If you want an object, if you want an experience, it becomes easier to locate what that is, and to meditate on it. And that's what, if people want to talk about prayer, I mean, it's not praying, but the correct, if there is a better word, it's it has something to do with accessing your desire, and asking for something. Not even asking, just knowing that it will be as such. So you fast not for the body. That's a byproduct. You fast for the mind, to get the mind in the proper place. So that way your present is more relaxed and your future is more relaxed. But you're obtaining more of whatever it is that you want. So hopefully everybody wants to start encouraging themselves to do a fast. I'm going to be doing one here soon again after this feasting, as I've frequently talked about fasting and feasting because that's what life is. That's what the mind's talked about. This is a time for rest and a time for delight. And it'll probably be in the beginning of March here. I think I'm going to do a urine fast. And if you all want to join, that would be excellent. Come join. And if you need to do a different kind of fast, meaning starting to just change what your mind focuses on rather than the 3 square meals a day, you want to just fast on juices. Maybe that's your meditation for the less that you need, or maybe it's water, or maybe if you're brave enough, you can start loving yourself to recycle your own blood that is now turned into ultra filtrate plasma, which is your urine, and you can loop that. You can do a combination. Fasting isn't there's so many levels to it and kinds of fasting. But again, it's always about retraining the mind. So if you guys want to, I'll put it out here now. I'm going to be doing another one here in beginning of March. I don't know how long it will be. We'll see. So come join. Chat soon, y'all.